funny is, so yesterday when we were doing the talk from the main stage, your name came up, right? You're out there, so I just want to shout you out for the work you do with Pyra and all the help and coming out, and thank you for all the work in the HR community.
Oh, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Absolutely enjoy it. So it's part of giving back, and then, I love working with, the students or early career, and help them just, figure out next steps, and interests.
Is that what you're doing mostly these days? I know, first of all, you've actually worked with us, literally, and you've known each other for, 15-ish years type of a thing, but is that primarily how you spend your days these days, is working with kind of early career and college students?
No, I am Director of Human Resources at TA Aerospace, but volunteer-wise, that's where I find the most joy.
How do you connect with the kids? Do you go to like the Pyra college chapters, or?
There's student chapters, so the Woodland Hills has 2 student chapters. There's a new, Eric DeWames is the leader of the emerging leaders and also student chapters, so he's revitalized that. So I've spent some time there, and then in the middle schools.
Wow, we're going all the way down.
Yeah, they have a program, and one of them is Simi Valley's, where I've volunteered, where they have kind of a career day. So what they do is meet with a group of the students, and then they show me their portfolio of what they've done in their work and what they've done.
Is their best guess at what HR is just Toby from The Office, or do they even know what human resources is?
No, they're showing us what they do, so it's kind of like their career interests, and where they've excelled in their schoolwork with it. So then we talk about, jobs. So it's kind of like they're going on an interview.
Yeah. Maybe even a little resume building type of a thing, or like resume crafting, maybe is a better way to put it. Nice. How about here at the conference? Have you sat in on any talks that resonate with you, or anything that you remember thinking, oh, that's a good little nugget there?
The one that is inspiring me is the 4-day work week.
Yeah. We had the guy actually sit in this chair as well and talk about really passionate guy.
Yeah, so I've done some presentations myself, and one of the companies is Paddleboards, which is out of San Diego. Yeah. They were on Shark Tank and, with that, but they are the poster childs for 4-day work week.
So they're doing it.
They're doing it. They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, and they're still doing
very
it, so it's
successful. Very successful with it, and what was unique about it is that the profits they give back to the employees at the end of the year. So they're making more money working less hours.
Yeah, and that kind of seems to be the case. Like organizations that are doing it. So are you comfortable saying, like, you think if you've got the right pieces in place, it's the right move for a company to do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, full-throated. Okay.
Yeah, without a doubt. If you think about it, in the years of how we've progressed, work and life merge together now. There's not, leave work, and then go home. It's all merged together now. So if you have it and you condense your work into, a smaller space, you have more time for your development, your volunteerism, and the things you want to do there.
That's such a unique way to place it, because every time I get in this conversation with people, it's, I got more time for my family and my hobbies. And it's really interesting for you to be like, and or volunteering, right?
Yeah.
Like career development, giving back, those sorts of things. That's a great way to spend the extra day. Do you guys currently do it at your organization? Are you looking at it?
I would be the one to be introducing it, and it would, the speaker said it's going to take years, and it definitely will. I mean, there's things that I'm starting already. It's like reducing the overtime that the production workers are doing. So, that's a step. Yeah,
and I mean, we chatted about it a little bit, where it's like, oh, my organization needs to be 24/7, this, that, and the third. And it's like, fine, but what we're advocating for, it doesn't necessarily mean your lights are only on 4 days a week. What it means is the expectation of the employees a 32-hour weekly shift.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. You can reduce the overtime and hire somebody. Someone else. So that somebody has those 8 hours only. And then, somebody else picks up the other.
Oh man, I'm super into this. We did do an episode on the podcast about it as well. And like I mentioned, we had yesterday's speaker on it. So not to pivot too hard, because I do love this topic. Anything else? What else is kind of bubbling around, or what else are you looking to maybe poke your head in on today? It's early in this day 2 here.
Yeah. It's early. The other is the AI. So, I need to get myself up to speed on that. I kind of put it aside because the IT says, no, we can't do it. But it's inevitable. So.
Yeah, I still think we're sort of at a stage to where if you're kicking the tires on it now, you're not a laggard on it. You're right in the thick of the parabola. It's like, okay, turns out this isn't people explaining to me to buy real estate in the metaverse, right? Mm-hmm. This isn't the latest shiny object. This one's really here.
Right.
This one's really here to stay.
Right.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna turn my ball cap backwards. I'm gonna figure this thing out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then it's changing as well. So I listened to a podcast with a futurist, and what she was talking about is like AI is here, but then there's so much more. So like we're in another industrial revolution,
Totally.
that's going again.
Yeah.
So we're in it. You need to get on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the risk of kind of repeating myself, one thing we talked about is if you got hold of a farmer 120 years ago and explain what percentage of farm jobs there will be in 2024, they'd be like, my God, is everyone unemployed? Like, what did everyone do? And like, we found other jobs. And so if you think now how much work is human done today, that it's going the way of AI, right? You're just like, that is the next, when you say industrial revolution, it reminds me of that sort of a thing where a lot of stuff that's accomplished via vehicle A today will be accomplished via vehicle B tomorrow.
Exactly.